This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Chesapeake Eye Center.
Well, we got a very clear idea yesterday of just how many people are living with diabetes as we kicked off National Diabetes Month. More than 100 million people in this country alone.
But diabetes isn't just about controlling your blood sugar. Have you ever thought about how it can impact your eyes? Today we're learning about something called diabetic eye disease. Delmarva Life's Sydney Whitfield caught up with our friends at Chesapeake Eye Center to get a lesson on what it is and what you can do to prevent it.
It's safe to say that diabetic eye disease is something that many of us might not completely have a grasp on. Chesapeake eye ophthalmologist Todd Bisak says the first step to understanding it is to know how diabetes negatively affects the body.
There's two different types of diabetes, and basically the difference between them is that one, you don't have enough insulin, and the other is your body becomes resistant to insulin. Because of either of those factors, there's excess glucose or sugar running through your blood vessels, and it can affect all parts of the body: the heart, kidneys, your extremities, your eyes. When it affects the capillaries, it makes them insufficient. It's like a garden hose that has some holes in it. So instead of the water running through the hose, it's leaking out.
So, Dr. Bisak says, as an ophthalmologist, he can see how those issues directly impact the patients.
The advantage that ophthalmologists have, and the reason why we're used in the medical community to evaluate diabetes, is because we have a window right into the eye. Because the eye has a window, the cornea in the front, we can look right into it, and that way we can give feedback to the primary care physician as to potentially how well the diabetes is being controlled.
So what is diabetic eye disease? Dr. Bisak says it's how that excess glucose is affecting the eye and the symptoms that come from that.
So symptoms can include blurred vision, visual field loss, metamorphopsia, which means a change in the vision, lines that you know are straight look curved. Those are the major symptoms, but oftentimes you also can have no symptoms at all, which is, to me, the scariest type, because changes are occurring but you don't know about it.
But he says you shouldn't have anything to worry about if you stay on top of your checkups.
The important thing to remember when it comes to diabetes is the yearly eye exam. There's really no better way to assess the state of the diabetes with a physical examination. Yes, we have lab work that works very well, but for me to get a look at the back of the eye, or their current ophthalmologist, is going to give an idea of where that disease process is, and potentially do they need treatment, are things where they need to be, and when the ophthalmologist and the primary care doctor are working hand in hand, the patient is better taken care of.
And of course, one of the most important things when it comes to diabetes is making sure you're exercising 5 to 7 days a week and maintaining a healthy diet. Dr. Bisak says studies show when blood sugar stays within a normal range, the chances of having eye problems or blurred vision are much lower.